Hey guys, I'm sure by now most people have either seen this video or a video like it or images showing the dolly striking the Francis Scott Key Bridge in Baltimore and bringing it down at a cost of human life. And the question has been brought up, and it was brought up a lot in the comment section last night from the video we put up. Where were the tugs? We didn't see any tugs. Where were the escorts? Well, I'm here to tell you this accident is 100% preventable. And a lot of people are going to get uncomfortable about what I'm saying, but I'm going to tell you that tugboats on this ship would have prevented this incident from happening. There are modern ships out there that have the capability of moving with side thrusters in and out and away from the dock, pretty much eliminating the use of the tugs. We're looking at it happening right here with this ship as it departs the Port of Brunswick. But again, I want to tell you that's when everything works right. When things go wrong, when ships lose power, when there are issues that occur, and they do occur, they can quickly spiral out of control into a major issue. We just saw this happen. Tampa suffered from a strike, and they lost a large span of bridge. Even the Port of Brunswick back in 1972 had a ship strike on one of the lift span towers, and knocked the span out of the bridge, and some people died in that accident as well. Now, people are going to get uneasy, and let me tell you, I don't know that there's enough tug boats in the American fleet right now to be able to escort every vessel in and out of port. You're talking about a lot of time added on to the already busy tugboat schedule. I'm not saying it couldn't be met, but it would probably have to have an increase in the tug fleet, and then with the crew staff that are on those vessels to man them and help move these ships in and out of the ports. I'm not saying that's completely out of the realm, and not to mention there are probably a lot of places, a lot of bridges that are pretty well immune to having a ship strike. Most of the more modern bridges, the caisson area that is underneath the support systems is much larger than it was when bridges were built in the 70s and the early 80s. They've increased the size of those, and that affords some protection. And then also other areas of the bridges or obstructions may have a natural defense in that they're in shallower water that ships wouldn't be able to get to anyway. They'd be aground. And ships can maneuver very close to one another in very close proximity when everything works correctly. But it's those issues that develop in an emergency situation where fast acting is required. And, when a ship loses electrical power, thrusters, a steering system, navigation system, that all goes away. It's not there. The only reliable system that a ship has at its disposal are the anchors, if the anchors are ready to be deployed. And I say that because anchors are they're a gravity system. You loosen the brake and they go off, but the anchors have to be prepared to be dropped. That means they actually have to be, whatever winching system is on the anchor has to be engaged. They have to be lifted up a small amount to release the stops or dogs that are on the winches to allow them to deploy. If that part has not been done, and you lose power, guess what? You're not going to get those anchors released. The only other surefire way I know is to put tugboats with these ships on their way out, passing what could be considered critical infrastructure. Now, what do? Just kind of thinking about it today, maybe you get some structural engineers and some naval architects involved, and you study these bridges and these harbors and these outlets and inlets and say, how vulnerable is this system that's in place here on this structure to a strike from a large ship? And I think within reason, those people could come up with a size that says, if you're on a vessel that is larger than this many tons, you need to have an escort coming past this structure. Now, yeah, you know what? There's going to be a cost involved in this. And you know who's going to pay for it? You and I, we're going to pay for it. That cost is going to be handed down from the towing company to the shipping company to the distributor, and it's eventually going to make its way down to the consumer. We're going to have to pay for it. If that's what we want and we decide that's what we want, it's going to be a price that we're going to have to pay on the products that we consume or export. But it's going to take a bit of legislation to mandate that happens. This has been a real eye-opener. Here we are in 2024, and we're suffering from these kind of impacts. And let me tell you, Baltimore is going to be suffering. Their port is completely shut down at this point. Nothing is getting in there. And any ships that are in there, they're certainly not getting out. They're trapped in there with the bridge down across the channel. So until that can happen, the channel getting cleaned out, they're going to be, and Baltimore's going to feel the wrath. These things happen. Here's video from one here that lost power and got over in the shallows. They were easily able to get this one going again and get it back off the bar. But this is the answer. It's tugboats. Tugboats are the answer, 100% preventable in these kind of instances. Well, hey, that's all we got. Thanks for watching. Leave us some comments, and you guys be safe out there.